welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be discussing about the chronology of the British literature. In this channel, we have already discussed about the syllabus of NET JRF. Before diving into the topic, I would like to let you all know that British literature plays a major important role in cracking any kind of entrance exams of English literature. So I decided to make a chronology of the British literature because it will definitely help you to gain a better understanding about what British literature is. So let's dive into the topic. So the first period we'll be learning in the chronology of the British literature is Old English period. It started from 450 AD and ends on 1066 AD. The main language used in this Old English period is Old English, which was mainly used by Anglo-Saxons and Anglo-Normans. The main themes we can see in this period are heroism, warfare, fate, religious, and some cultural classes. Some of the notable works including these themes are Beowulf, the Exeter Book, which includes the Wanderer, the Seafarer, and some Anglo-Saxon chronicles. After Old English period starts the Middle English period. So the Middle English period starts from 1066 AD and ends on 1500 AD. And the main language of this period was Middle English. It has shifted from Old English to Middle English. Some of the main themes of this Middle English period were courtly love, some chivalry romance, religious devotion. And these themes can be seen in some notable works like the Canterbury Tales by famous writer Geoffrey Chaucer and Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, Piers Plowman by William Langland, and Le Morte Author by Thomas Mann. After Middle English period, we'll be learning about the Renaissance period. So the Renaissance period was said to be the period of humanism. Humanism evolved in this period. So this period started from 1500 AD and continued till 1660 AD. This Renaissance period was divided into some ages. The first age was Elizabethan age, where the Queen Elizabeth was ruling that period, so it was named after her. In this Elizabethan age or in this Elizabethan period, we'll be learning about William Shakespeare, Edmund Spenser, who has written the famous work The Fairy Queen. And then after Elizabethan age comes the Jacobean age. In the Jacobean age, James I was ruling that period, so it was named after him. Then after Jacobean age comes the Caroline age. Charles I was the ruler of the Caroline age. The main writer of the Caroline age was John Milton, who has written the famous work Paradise Lost. And those poets who followed this period were known as Cavalier poets. And after that, Commonwealth period was on the go. After that, we'll be learning about the Restoration period, which is known as 18th century period, or we can say it is known as a neoclassical age. The Restoration period started from 1660 and continued till 1798. The Restoration period was divided into three kind of ages. The first one was Restoration age, where John Dryden, Aphra Behn were the main writers. And then comes the Augustan age, where the writings of classical writers were revived. So it was named as Augustan age. We can see Alexander Pope, Jonathan Swift, and many more writers who were reviving the works of classical writers. And then comes the age of sensibility. Here we'll be knowing about Samuel Johnson, Lawrence Sterne, about the Dictionary of the English Language. After Restoration age comes the Romantic period. Romantic period started from 1798 and continued till 1837. Some of the major themes or some of the major characteristics of the Romantic period were that it focuses on human emotion, human nature, human imagination, and individualism. It focuses more on individualism. And some of the notable figures we'll be learning in Romantic period are William Wordsworth, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Lord Byron, John Keats, William Blake, Mary Shelley, and many more to come. After Romantic period, the Victorian period started. Its period started from 1837 till 1901. Unlike Romantic age, the Victorian period focuses more on social issues, industrialization, and the role of the women at that time prevailing in the society. Some of the notable figures are Charles Dickens, Charlotte Bronte, Thomas Hardy, Alfred Lord Tennyson, and many more to come. Then after Victorian age comes the Edwardian period. It started from 1901 and continued till 1914. It was a major transition from Victorian to modern styles. It was seen often questioning social structures prevailing at that time of the society. Some of the notable figures are E.M. Forster, Joseph Conrad, H.G. Wells. Then after that comes the modern period. It started from 1940 and continued till 1945. As at that time, World War I, World War II was going on. So its impact can be seen in this period. It focuses more on fragmentation, disillusionment, experimentation in narrative styles, and we'll be learning about some of the major writers of the modern period who are Virginia Woolf, James Joyce, T.S. Eliot, and W.B.Yeats. And then at the last, we'll be learning about the postmodern period. The postmodern period is the period we are living in now. So it continued from 1945 till present. It is continuing. We can see that it focuses more on questioning what the reality is, what metafiction is. And it focuses more on diversity in voices, diversity in themes. Some of the major works are 1984 by the famous writer George Orwell, Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett, Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie, White Teeth by Jeds. So this is the chronology of the British literature. It is very much important to know about the chronology of the British literature because it provides a kind of structured framework for understanding any kind of historical events, developments, and processes over the period of the time. I hope the video is engaging for you. You all must have learned something new from this video. Let's meet on another video. Till then, take care and do not forget to subscribe to my channel.